shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain, game of survival. Any time or place, watch them run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch them run away. I got no, I got no rival.
Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Hope you have all had an amazing Christmas, no matter what you did. To be fair, I know a lot of people whose ovens broke on Christmas Day while cooking the Christmas meal, which is funny from my end because I managed to have a Christmas meal. But everybody else, I'm starting to think over Christmas, Just Eat, Uber Eats and Deliveroo, we're sending two people around, one to give you the food at the door and someone who sneaks through the back door and pisses about with your oven settings. Anyway, that said, hope you all had a good one and hopefully have a great new year as well. If I do sound a little bit different in the throat, I am trying to sound as good as I can, but I do have tonsillitis. I'm on antibiotics. So yeah, it's been a bit of a dry Christmas, shall we say? A bit of a dry Christmas. I can see what Anthony's doing in the background, in the back room. But that said, yeah, it's been a bit of a dry Christmas. Hope everybody is well in the chat. Thank you very much for sticking with us and supporting us. I know it's been pretty quiet on the channel over the festive period, because obviously when you've got kids and things like that and everything surrounding Christmas, you've got to basically be very hands-on. So I've been doing a lot of that. I were going to be doing the watch along against Birmingham, but that's when I was peak, like I can't even talk, and couldn't really give you a watch along where you can't hear what I'm on about. That said, thank you, as I say, very much for sticking with us, and hope you all had an amazing time over the festive period. If you could, as always, as you legends like to do, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when we next go live. I'd appreciate the first two, if possible. Like this video and subscribe, especially subscribe, that'd be good. We are currently live on Facebook and on YouTube and also on Twitch, so you can catch us on there as well. We are on all sorts of different social media, not just them three. We're on a few. Here's the ones you can find us on. And here he is, fresh from his festivities. How are you doing, Anthony? How are you doing, mate? You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Not too bad, Dan, and you? Well, I know you. I was going to give it, Dan. Yeah, I find
I'm glad you're good though. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, I had a good Christmas, thank you. Yeah. I mean, the family, the household was happy, you know, with what they got. You know, that was the main thing. And we went and had Christmas around a relative of my missus went round their house. I got to be honest with you, it was one of the best Christmas dinners that I've had in 9 years since I've been with her. She's obviously cooked all the Christmas dinners, and that tops it. I'm sorry to say. I even told her she wasn't happy about it, but you know, you can't lie about these things, can you?
Truth hurts. Truth hurts.
Yeah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. But obviously, going into the truth now. I mean, I suppose. No, I'm gonna have to skip down some good news here that Middlesbrough are beating Blackburn Rovers 2-1 as we speak. So, 60 minutes gone in that game so far,
And
but
we're
they
down
were
to
one
10
nil
as well.
down. Yeah,
Down to 10 men, Blackburn as well.
are they? Yeah,
Yeah,
they were 1-0 up as well,
yeah,
and
they were.
they've they've come out fighting in this pretty much in this second half, and
Could just
they
do
got
with an
two.
equaliser in that Sheffield United game, but beggars
Oh
can't be
no,
choosers.
no, I know, no. I think they got Blackpool, haven't them? So
Yeah.
and it's like earlier today. I couldn't believe it. If we would have done these ones today, I think I would have gone on the fence with that game, which was Queens Park Rangers versus Luton, and
Mm.
Luton beat QPR 3-0. You wouldn't have guessed that. That's an amazing result, really, for them. So
No, it is. It is since the managerial change, QPR have really put their ideas up.
yeah,
Speaking of, obviously, I know you said good news. We do have to mention the sad news that came out this evening
yeah,
in regards to Brazilian legend Pele. Obviously, an outstanding player in his time, played as a forward, one of the greatest players of all time, and labelled the greatest by FIFA. All we can say from everyone here, myself and Anthony, is rest in peace, Pele. And I'm sure we'll be seeing lots and lots of clips of him over the football channels as we speak. But
yeah. We definitely will.
definitely, I mean, what a player he was.
He was. There's no shame to say he was the GOAT. He was the best
Yeah,
player ever. I know you've got Ronaldo, you've got Messi, you've got Maradona, but and George Best. You put George Best in there as well. But I mean, with Petty, it was just something special. He was a joy to watch. And when you watched all his programs and a film that was actually based on him, which I watched on Netflix, you think, bloody hell, he had it hard back then of like living how to survive and feed for his
yeah,
family
yeah,
and,
of
and
course,
things like this as well. So, it's very interesting documentary, but you know, he had a good life in football. He made football basically, I feel, and he'd be sadly missed.
definitely, definitely will. Um, Speaking of missed and missed opportunities, Anthony, last week wasn't the best for you. Wasn't the
Wasn't it?
best at all.
Oh, I got asked
Um,
three.
you did. You had three. You got
Yeah.
three correct. Kate got six correct.
Oh, never. Does that mean
She
she's
did.
top?
She's above you by a point.
Oh,
She's now snuck back
I'm not
above you.
having that. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
And I'm
Kate,
catching up. I'm catching up. I'm on 53. You're on
yeah,
58. And Kate's on 59. So it's getting closer.
he's getting closer. Like,
It is
well,
getting pretty entertaining now.
I'm gonna have to knock Kate off the top then, aren't I? I'm not having it.
Let's have a look in the chat, see what you guys are saying as well. Henry's in. Hope you're well, Henry. Evening to yourself. What did I get from Santa? Further bad news regarding my father, tonsillitis, and a brand new Xbox Series X. So there's good and bad in this Christmas. There's been good and bad.
Fair play. I tell
I
you what,
must
when
have
you
done
get to my
something
age,
right.
yeah, when you get to my age, all you get is smelly socks and a pair of fucking pants. Well, boxers, and that's it. That's the
I,
joys of getting
I got
older in life.
I got the smelly stuff off the mother-in-law. She got
Yeah,
me like an array of links, and I'm like, I just use like Dove or Share Roll On or whatever.
yeah.
But it's not a Christmas without a link set, is it?
No,
Never a
no.
Christmas without a link set.
Yeah, I've had Lynx, Dove. I've got French Connection, and Armani, is it? So that's the well,
Well, oh
like
no, I
you
tell
say,
you that Kate did get me two aftershaves. She got me John Paul Gaultier and
yeah,
is it 1 million?
yeah.
She got me
Yeah.
that one as well.
And the it was Hugo Boss or Morney, and I didn't. On Christmas Eve, we went to the pub. Me and my missus, my boy. And I had a couple of drinks there and a meal. He went into the wacky warehouse, whatever it is you want to call it, like the ball
Yeah.
pits and all that sort of stuff and whatever. So he was playing in that. Anyway, I went to the pissers. There was a sign on the door saying, um, uh, Hugo Boss and a Morney gift sets for £10. Please ask behind the bar. Like, what? All right then. So I turned around and said, I went to the toilet to see the sign. He went, yeah. So I turned around to the missus. I went, hey, look, £10 a set. He sees them on the gents' toilets on the door. And she went, you can go and buy yourself one then. I said, no, I'm in, you silly cow. It's Christmas Day tomorrow. I don't know what you've got me, but you can make it up now for a tenner. But she wasn't having any of it. So I bought it. And what I didn't realise was I bought it, got home, and I couldn't bloody find it. The cheeky cow, she wraps it, yeah. And she fucking ripped 2 out from Zoe, and I was like, you. So I paid for it, and she ended up wrapping it and getting bloody thanks for it. Like,
Merry Christmas, mate. Merry Christmas. That's what you don't
she did
smile,
that.
you cry, don't you?
I did that to her once, and she didn't like it, but she did say she will get me back. So I think that was
Fair's now then.
Yeah, she's fair.
Brad's in as well. It says, evening, Dan. Hope you're well, mate. As well as I can be. As well as I can be, Brad. Hope you are well and had a great Christmas down in St. Ives with the family. Hope you had a safe travel back as well. The missus says, if I accidentally nod off, read my predictions. I always do, even if you do anyway. But also says, hi to everyone. Hope you had a fab Christmas. Everyone talking about that as well. Henry mentioning about Pele passing away. Luke's in the chat as well. He says, evening, big up, gentlemen. Big up to yourself, Luke. Brad says, that was the quietest we've had Anthony for ages when you're on mute. Kate says, hi, Brad. I'm not too bad. Felt so Christmassy this year, to be honest. Just didn't feel festive at home. Made it as good as we could, though. Hope you did too. Chris Welch is in. Hope you're well, mate. Enjoying the darts. That's been entertaining over this festive period. But good evening to yourself, and hope you're well and had a good Christmas. Brad says, yeah, it was okay. Struggled to feel Christmassy myself, but made the best of it. You're having it all right. You're having it right now. I'm good, Dan.
Don't know about the old see the scores of all being top, Kate.
Yeah. Kate said she also got you a voucher and a litre bottle of JD. Yeah, she did, but we were talking about smellies. I weren't rhyming off every present I'd got. Calm down. Should I get the scroll out for the present she got me as well and just make this show about what we got off Father Christmas? I was just mentioning because we were talking about smellies. That's it. Don't shoot me. Henry's in, says, I got a mobile phone from sisters. Brilliant. How you finding it? Let us know how you're finding it. Luke says, Danny's bottom, so you're doing fine. Don't worry. Luke, I am always bottom. Trust me, I get a nosebleed if I go any higher.
Do you know what? It's early days. It's still early days yet.
It is. We're only halfway.
Halfway, yeah.
Right, yes. We got it now. We got it. Ducky's in as well. Ducky's in. He says, evening, buddy. Evening to yourself. Soon to be a married man. In Jan. Looking forward to standing there with you and sending you away, basically. But no, hope you're well, mate. And can't wait for the wedding. Looking forward to it. But yes, more importantly, 3 more points for the Clarets tomorrow night, which, as I say, we've got Stoke away tomorrow. Stoke away. I think it's 7:40. Is it 7:45 kickoff? So
I think it is. Yeah.
A cold Friday night in Stoke. It just doesn't sound the same. Yeah, we don't. She says, "I am calm, so shut it."
Yeah, Dan, shut it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll shut it. You can just stare at the screen for the next hour, and I'll just not say a word. Brad says Dan's officially on the sofa after that rant. Nah, no chance.
No.
No chance.
Be
Um,
you know what? He'd Dan would be bringing Kate up a cup of tea. All is forgiven. Isn't that right, Dan? Is that...
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you answer back, Brad. I don't want it, Dan. It's just their way of controlling me. Ah, right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would say it's totally up to you. What you do with that gift, I suppose. But if you don't want to use it, at least the sentiment was there, sort of thing, maybe. But either way,
Yeah.
totally up to you what you do with that. Chris says, I'm all good. Got him from work to see Carlisle won 3-0 at Crewe to go 4 points off automatic promotion. And a little sad about Pele, one of the definitions of GOATs,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Definitely.
Remarkable player, 100%. 100%. Henry says, we have Leicester at home tomorrow, so that's a Liverpool win. Sorry, Brad. That explains why I spent a few nights on the sofa then. Brad says, Luke's bloody hell, rolling off every present sounds familiar. In case I get a brew, I'll write it as a tweet. The tweet will never happen, trust me. Neither will the brew. So,
Hey!
right,
Dan
speaking
won.
of things brewing.
Take nil. Dan won. Take nil.
Oh, let's get into it then. This
Gonna
is
come
going
back
to
to
be
something, mate. It's gonna be a story about you coming up. It's gonna be a
Oh
joint
yeah, there's going to be something out of the ordinary is going to pop up. Brad says there 3 points for your team. Then Henry will be 5-0 down by half time to your lot. And Claret 1 is in. Hope you are well, my friend. Hope you are well. I just said that, you dummy. No, you didn't. If you read that, if I get a brew, I'll write it as a tweet. The tweet will never happen. Trust me. I get you. But the way you've wrote it doesn't. But the way she's wrote it doesn't sound like it's initially saying
No.
that she's going to get the brew. It sounds like she's saying she'll write a tweet, but then she's just saying that she's not going to write the tweet, even if she gets one.
Yeah. If she gets a brew, she'll write it down as a tweet.
Trust me, they never taught me in school how to read people who are backwards, right? So we'll move on. Since apparently I'm the dummy. Drew Red says Leicester won't do something. We did and beat Liverpool, that's for sure. Top 10 battles, and it was Thursday, the 29th of December, that Dan was hit with divorce papers. There isn't any papers unless you wrote on some lamb paper you dumped, get the fuck out of my house. But that's about it. It will never happen because you'll never make the brew you thick get. See? I'm just loved. Absolutely loved. Claret 1 says Sheffield United are 2-0 up now. Well, we knew it were going to happen. They're playing Blackpool, aren't they? We can't really expect Blackpool to be pulling up trumps against them.
Do you know the shocking thing as well? Huddersfield is actually winning 2-0.
Flipping heck.
Huddersfield. They got Rotherham. I know it's Rotherham, but I mean they're rock bottom Huddersfield. So they're
but I predicted Rotherham to beat Stoke on Boxing Day, and they did. Oh no, it finished 2-2. Did that actually?
It finished 2-2. Yeah, it did. Yeah, and you went 4 off that one, which is fair shout. And then
they were 2-0 up as well, Rotherham.
Yeah,
I'm fuming.
Stoke was, weren't they? They were 2-0.
Right.
Yeah, they had Stoke, didn't they?
Oh wow, Sunderland are winning 2-1 as well, so they're up in 4th at the minute.
Yeah, West Brom beating Preston 2-0. Sheffield United 2-0, is it?
Wow, West Brom have gone from West Brom doing like a Notts Forest.
Yeah.
No, bottom, and now they're sat in 9th position at the minute. It obviously, if results stay as they are. Brad says, yeah, that was your early Christmas present, Luke. Enjoy the Prem, mate. Kit says, it clearly does say it, though. That's why the tweet won't ever come. Blimey, you need to be taught some lessons in reading so you don't think you've got one over on me. Okay.
I'm saying no comment. I'm not getting involved. No comment. Well, people, if you don't see on next week's show that Dan hasn't uploaded a prediction show, this is most probably the reason why he.
Just edit that video I put at the start of Pele and put a picture of me.
Oh,
See, bipolar. 1 minute I'm a thick idiot, a thick get, dummy, and now I'm a good boy. You see what I mean?
you know what?
Don't know whether I'm coming or going.
I get that. I get that.
It's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying, isn't it?
It is annoying. It is annoying, but you know, is different. It's easier to see it when he's your own. You know what I'm
Yeah, of
saying?
course.
Like obviously, but when it's like people you're on here and then people's watching and God knows what else, you don't want to say the wrong thing. But I know what is like. My missus is exactly the same. But you know, you can say what you want to say. But what's this? Yeah,
Come
not
and get it.
worrying back. Spank your ass in the min. No.
Bring it.
Bring it. Does he have to bring the cup of tea up first?
No, I'll tell you what. I'll even tie my own hands in a knot and stick an apple in my mouth. Trust me. Practice the laugh and laughs of Kate and Dan. Someone pass me the popcorn. Not even that funny half at time. Don't take sides, Anthony. You said you don't take sides. I see you. You're beating him in the prediction show. I think he'd rather side with me and get on your bad side so that you psychologically think out of the box. Anyway, you're off your box, kid. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Kate says, don't give everyone unpleasant pictures. If they want unpleasant pictures, go to my OnlyFans account at... I'm all joking. Let's get into the proper
I've
stuff.
been on that. Yeah, it's very unpleasant. You let the cat out of the bag there, mate. Oh, you're gonna be rummaging for your phone, for the laptops, everything. Daniel,
Trust me, she can. There's not too hard for me. I swear, honestly.
No.
Right, let's get into. Look, see, I knew it. Okay, I'll leave you alone for the foreseeable future, hon. No problem. I'll sit here, pop my Smarties, and live the dream.
Yeah. Who would miss who more, though, Dan? Would you miss her? Would you miss Kate more? Or would Kate miss you more?
I think we both say the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. My missus always says the same. She goes, "Oh, if I left, you would miss me." I went, "Nah, it's more like the other way around." Oh, you got to walk out the house, cross over the road, and I get a text message. Where are you going?
Do you mean once upon a time? No, bullshit. Once upon a time. No matter what. Even over this festive period, you're like, why are you dressed up for? You're not going out here. We are spending time together. Or even if I do end up going out, I miss you, you know. Please come back when you say you're going to come back. Don't stay out later than you are going to do. And then I get messages of I miss you while I'm out. You can't say once upon a time. This ain't a fucking story, love. This is today. I'm telling you now. I miss you just as much as you miss me. Now let's stop with the mushy. Right, you've called me a bitch. Right, you've called me a bitch, a thick get, a dummy, a good boy. Right, and all of a sudden that you're happy to leave me alone for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I mean, either way, Henry loves Smarties, and you can't beat him. Can't beat him. Right.
Oh. It's been Sunderland 3-1. Nah, you got that. You could.
No, don't bother me. I just sat top at league. You don't have to worry, do you?
No, exactly.
Brad says on today's episode of Kate and Dan's Love Laugh, 2-1 now. Blackpool, get in. Get in.
Yeah.
Okay, but I love you really, my little. I don't know what
Pig?
the heck that is.
A picture of a pig. I can't. I'm on a mobile phone.
It
It's
is
just
a
like
pig. It is a pig.
yeah.
Oi, Baconhead, give it a fucking rest. Listen,
Oh.
I know what game you're playing, although I do love you too. So anyway, I'm glad to see that Blackpool have got back into it. And as Kate says there, boredom sucks, which is probably why about 4 or 5 people have left already, having to listen to me and Kate have spats in a chat, which we could just do in person. But what's the point?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into it before boredom really sets in. It is the predictions show, week 19 for the Skybet Championship. And we obviously, there's games currently happening now and there's games playing tomorrow, but we aren't covering them. We are focusing on the games from New Year's Day and the day after. So that is this the predictions for this time round. Starting off with the team currently losing at the moment, Blackburn Rovers. At home, though, they are at home against Cardiff. 12 o'clock kickoff. The first 2 teams playing in the Championship of the new year.
Yeah.
Blackburn have just dropped off, haven't they? I mean, they've not. They keep media and tabloids, etc., keep saying that the football John Dalton trying to implement there, it's going to take some time to getting used to, but it was working at one point, and now all of a sudden it's just gone a little bit backwards. That said, Cardiff aren't in a good place either.
No, they're not. Cardiff is not in a very good place at the minute, and it's like what you said. Blackburn has done really well. Obviously, started off, and then they've gone into a slump, haven't them, into a spiral, and they're spiraling down. But I think sometimes every team have that when they get like that winning streak, and then it only takes them to lose one game, and when they lose that one game, they just start spiraling. And this is unfortunately that's what's happening to Blackburn. I mean, I'm saying unfortunately, but it's good news for you, Dan.
Oh,
Um,
brilliant news.
but I mean, going on this game, I mean, Cardiff now is still 0-0 against Coventry City, so there's that as well. And you know what? I feel both teams most probably want to go out and win this game because they're both due a win. At the minute, you favour Blackburn Rovers because obviously with their position where they are in the league. So I'm going to have to go for a Blackburn Rovers win on this one, Dan.
Going for a bastards win. Dirty get. Dirty
Yeah.
get.
I know what? I haven't done it. I haven't done a Blackburn win for it. Bloody hell. I don't think I have done one on your stream.
No, you
It's
might
the
not.
first
I don't
one.
know. Oh no, I don't know. I think you had done once. I think you might have done it once. However, though, you're not on your own.
No. Well, have you done it? Have you?
No, old Baconhead upstairs. She's done it as well.
Oh my god.
She's gone for him as well.
Baconhead is good.
Fucking Finder's horse meat to win against Cardiff. So that's the 2 of you in the doghouse. Cardiff are shit. Bastards are shit. So
I think
they're going to cancel each. They're going to cancel each other out. I'm going to go on the fence. I'm going to go on the fence.
Go on the fence. That's the closest Blackburn's going to get with you, isn't it, Dan? He's on the fence.
I can't back him. Back him.
Was it covered in bird shit though? That fence as well.
Oh, it could be covered in
this.
Yeah, piss shit. Honestly, there could be a dead trampoline on top of that fence, and I'd still not ask him to move. I'd just sit next to him. You're not getting me going for bastards. I'll tell you that now. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Ducky says, "Can't wait, buddy. Going to be a cracking day. Was going to go Stoke, but my brother decided he wanted to go Swansea, so I'm hoping the drive down there from Fleetwood is well worth it. Fingers crossed, especially after the demolition job we did against Swansea earlier in the season. Kate says, oh, bloody hell, if people leave, it's their loss. This isn't a spat, it's bloody banter. I'm literally cry laughing up here. Prove it. Anyhow, enjoy the predictions, guys. It's well worth the watch. Appreciate it. And I actually do love you, you little pig. Brad says, sorry, Dan, Cardiff for Dross, 2-0 Blackburn. Could be Blackburn's time to turn it around. We shall see. Yeah. Brad says, some people are boring, Kate. We support banter here. Yeah, definitely. Luke says, Blackburn 2, Cardiff 0. Nathan says, first draw for Rovers. Yeah, because they've not actually drawn this season. Although they are currently losing 2-1 at the moment. So they could, however, but
they're up against a good Middlesbrough side now, aren't they? And Michael Carrick is he's doing well. He's got Middlesbrough adjusted now, so obviously the point is win games, get as further up the league you can. Do you know what? I think they'll do. I think they'll make playoffs. Middlesbrough at the end of this season.
You know what? Could you imagine a Sunderland Middlesbrough final to get into Premiership?
Yeah,
that'd be madness, absolute madness.
You're seeing that, and I'm not being funny. Sunderland's winning 4-1 now.
Yeah. So I mean, they're coming on leaps and bounds. Claret One says their first draw. Yeah, Blackburn have not drawn a game. They've not drawn a game this season yet. They've lost 12 and won 13. So basically, with Blackburn, it's shit or bust. That's basically it. Kate says there, I went with a Blackburn win, I believe. Luke says, come on, Dan, back your second team. Oh, I forgot to give you your Christmas present. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. There it is, Luke. At least I'm tasty. Well, I don't know. I know what you do with your bacon. You cut the fat off. So that's me gone. I'm not even going to say the thoughts running through my mind. I'll leave it there. Leave that one there. Henry's gone 1-0 Cardiff. Get in, Henry. Love that. Ducky's gone for 1-1.
Thinking of that. Was it sliced bacon by any chance?
Yes. Like
was it 2 rations of bacons by any chance?
Were
they call something against a female's genitalia by any chance? Is that what you
Not a clue. Not a clue what you're on about.
Yeah, I know what you're on.
Not a clue.
I can read you like a book, Daniel.
Just the bacon fat, the bit nobody wants. Yeah, that's me. Brad says, does that make Dan the piece of leftovers then? Very charitable of you, Kip, to keep it in your house. Charity starts at home. Kate says, I'm disgusting. And then Brad says, I'll be a lawyer. I support freedom of speech. You said you taste, eh? I weren't going to say anything else. But you want to bring up your ham sandwich, then you bring it up, not me. So yeah, I've gone on the fence. You two have gone for a Blackburn win. Disgusting. Oh. That said, another team in the north at home as well. 3:00 kickoff on New Year's Day. Blackpool at home to Sunderland. Now I'm hoping with all my might that Blackpool can get an equaliser against Sheffield United. I don't think it's going to come. But they're up against the Sunderland team who have, I think the game's over with now, actually, because it's not showing me the scoreline. So I think
it's still 2-1. I don't know why, but it's coming up.
No, because Sunderland were 4-1 up, weren't they?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Sunderland, yeah.
Yeah, so it's finished 4-1.
I thought you said Blackpool to equalise against Sheffield United.
Yeah.
No, it's still 2-1, and the match is still going on in that one. I think that was a later kickoff because it's coming up on mine. 17 minutes has been played. That's what it says there. So,
Oh,
but
fair enough.
but yeah, I mean the way things are going, obviously within this game, Blackpool, you might as well see they're down by. Obviously, they're down by where Wigan are, who they're playing tonight and
Yeah.
beat 4-1. So I think it's safe to say that you can I just most probably go for a Sunderland win on this one, Dan. I can't see it really much any different from the game they're playing tonight, to be honest with you.
Nope.
Dan,
Me neither. Me neither. Henry says there, Sunderland just smashed Wigan 4-1. Yeah, they did. So that'll give them some real momentum, especially with the games coming thick and fast. You don't get time to take your boots off, clean them before you've got to put them back on again. And the next game comes over the festive period. Kate's gone with Sunderland as well. Brad's gone Sunderland. Nafe's gone Sunderland as well. Ducky's gone Sunderland. Kate's talking about loving pigs in blankets, though. See, Dan, she loves you really. I'm the only pig that she wants in a blanket.
I think she's on
about
tonight, isn't she, or something like that. That's what it is. Oh god.
Well. Brad says Colo Torre showing his skills as a coach. Luke's gone for 3-0 to Sunderland. Foxy says, I hope people took some of my picks last week. Borough 3-1, 2 for Akpom. Huddersfield lose 1-0 and come back to win the game second half. You did say that. Yes, you did say that, Foxy. That's a good shout. It's a good shout. So if you can tell me next week's lottery numbers or the teams to pick on my football bet this week, drop us a message. Because you did really well to predict that to come out.
Yeah. And Blackburn's just lost.
Claret wants just put that in as well. Great result. Absolutely.
Do you know
great
what I'm not happy about?
What's that?
Is my team Bristol City couldn't beat those bastards that I fucking hate. we have Millwall tonight.
How did it finish?
0-0.
Oh.
But
I was going to put it on Fire Stick, but I thought it's too much piss farting about and I'm already running late.
Yeah. But do you know what, Dan? The good news is, because I
have Claret one, let's keep that comment on. Let's keep that comment on for a little bit.
Yeah. Because I've Sheffield United's won, West Brom's won, Sunderland's won, City drew. I had them for a draw. I didn't touch the Huddersfield game. I had Middlesbrough to win, and I think I have one other team to win as well. And I put a few pound on, and I just won. It's come up here. I've just won £278 and 25 pence. So that'd do me. And also, the day after Boxing Day was what they called the Welsh Grand National, and I had the winner in that Grand National as well. 2 amigos.
Hey, happy days!
And I won 2 separate bets on Boxing Day as well. If you're interested, so I've won quite a bit of money.
I can't even win the art of me own in the chat here tonight, and you're fucking getting spondoolies all over it, Gaff.
Yeah, and especially when I just win at my bet on your stream. I tell you what, you bring me good luck, Dan. I really need to do more streams.
Well, as Brad does say there,
let's get 10% cut out of me. Yeah.
Claret Warnock does say a 2-0 win for Sunderland, and I'm with you both. With you both. I've gone for a Sunderland win.
Yeah.
Anthony, you said your side at the moment, it's not looking good, especially a draw with the team that you hate tonight, 0-0. Obviously a result that probably favoured Millwall more than yourselves. Sat in 18th, 28 points, 2 losses on the bounce now. Does there need to be a change? Does there need to be a big change at Bristol City? Does it need sprucing up a little bit? And if so, does that come with a managerial change?
I think it does. Everybody now, I mean, everybody down the ground, all my friends on Facebook, you know, that they're all saying they want Nigel Pearson out now. His time is finished. His time's done. You go back yesterday. I mean, Norwich City sacked their manager yesterday, Dean Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think to myself, if they sacked him and they're fifth, why haven't City sacked Nigel Pearson?
Yeah.
It don't. It to me, it don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. So, you know, I feel, you know, it's all going wrong there at the minute. You know, I don't think he can get behind the teams. They interviewed him after the games. I think the Bristol City fans were obviously booing him when obviously he was leaving the pitch, and he brought it up in his interview, and he said, "I don't care about the boos, and when Bristol City fans boo me, is no nothing. There's no skin off my nose." He said, "I've had bigger boos at that at bigger stadiums." Now, if you're a manager of your team is saying that because you were the manager or the ex-manager of like along the likes of Watford and Leicester City, obviously with the capacity of their stadiums being bigger than Bristol City, it does make you think why the hell would he come out and say that in the interview? I know he sees it how it is, Nigel Pearson, but you know, I just think he should have he could have said something else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at instead of making himself basically look like a prick and saying it on there. But unfortunately that's him. So on this one, look, I love my own team, Bristol City. You know, as we know, they play in red. But trouble is they're up against a very strong Coventry City side. And they're up round by where Millwall are in the league, I believe. Coventry or Millwall, they're roundabouts together, aren't they, in the league?
Yeah. No, Coventry are in 13th. They're only
I know,
they're
of
only
course they are. Yeah,
6 points away from you, but they did lose their last game.
they do that well. In
But
this one,
that was only a 1-0 loss to Sheffield United, though.
yeah, 1-0 loss to Sheffield United. I hate to think of it if when we play Sheffield United next. Do you know what? I can't go against my own team. I just can't. I know the Moose probably will lose it, but I'm going to go on the fence with this one. Dan, that's all I can do is go on the
No,
fence.
why not? Why not? You've got to hope for a reaction, haven't you? And hopefully it comes
Yeah,
in that game against Coventry. Let's see what everybody else is saying. Carl's in. Hope you're well, mate. He said, just finished work. Hope you had a good Christmas. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Just want to bet tonight. Get in. There's no better than bashing the bookies. But up the
oh, I
Clarets,
want
up
to
the Clarets indeed. I don't. Have you? You never said.
Oh, damn. 10%?
Yes, please. Brad says Cov 2, Anthony FC 2. So he's gone with you on the fence.
Yeah.
Kate has gone for a Coventry win, but then apologises. But you've
No,
even said it yourself. You know, the way Coventry have been this season, it's going to
yeah,
be a tough result to take. Henry says
definitely.
Coventry will beat City as Bristol will be relegated.
No, I'm not having
Henry's
that.
opinion.
That,
Oh,
ooh, that's a, who said that? Nah, nah.
Brad says Pearson probably strangled a board member or called them all ostriches. That could well be. That could well
It could
be.
go, he did say that in a press interview once, didn't he? In a press conference.
Yeah.
But I think he's gone past that stage now. I think he's saying things like that. He's always known to open his mouth and have a good rant, and he Nigel Pearson. Some of the Leicester City fans, they still like him. You know, they when he won the Premier League under
Ranieri.
Ranieri, yeah, and but it was Nigel Pearson that built the foundations of the Leicester City team.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was the reason. Yeah. But,
No, well, Nathan's gone for a Coventry 2-0. Claret
yeah.
1 says 1-0 City for you, Anthony.
Oh, cheers, mate. There's good
Happy
one.
days.
Happy days.
Foxy says West Brom still playing. I need them to win. Bradford, Peterborough, Plymouth, Barnes, and Sheffield Wednesday all did me proud. Yes, West Brom are still playing, and they are still comfortably 2-0 up against Preston. There's only 3 minutes of the 90 left in that one. So should be game, set, and match. But this is football. It's never over till the referee's whistle. Luke's gone for Coventry 1-0. Foxy's gone Coventry 1-0. Ducky's gone Coventry. Carl's gone Coventry. And Brad says Anthony Steven Gerrard wants a job. Would you take Gerrard?
I'll take
do you
him.
think he'd
I
come to
will
Bristol?
take it. I'll take Stephen Gerrard down there. Yeah, I'll take him down there. But before Pearson got the job, and another manager was out of a job, everybody all the City fans, they wanted Neil Warnock down there.
Wow.
Yeah, all the City fans, most of the City fans wanted Neil Warnock because you know what Neil Warnock's like. He's not a bad man. He's one of those that can get a team from the Championship and promote it to the Prem, can he? But
yeah.
depending on what players you've got there, and also if you've got a certain budget to spend as well. I mean, City's got money, but their chairman, he's worth about. Well, the last time I checked, our chairman Steve Lansdowne, because he owns Bristol Bears, the rugby as well. He was worth 5 billion, but he didn't like. And the City fans are so loyal. They got so that our fans pumped so much money into that football club, but unfortunately, we didn't get what we want. But we're still stupid to pump money into the football club.
Look at QPR though. QPR threw money at it, didn't they? When they had, is it Tony Fernandez that took charge, and they had some idiot before him who went in and they just threw money at it, and it never worked for them. Yes, okay, they did play in the Premier League, but the players just that they had wasn't good enough. Henry says there, where can Bristol City get points from? They can't score for the life of them. Naki Wells signed a new deal. I did see that. But Semenyo needs to keep scoring.
Yeah, he needs to. And Conway as well. He's on a bit of a drought as well. But, I mean, it will pick up. I don't think we will go down. It will pick up.
All managers go for a bad patch, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And I don't know whether the plans are for him to, go. I think this is just what the fans are seeing at the minute. But when you actually start reading it into content, like on sports pages and and the local football, the pages and all that on there, the website, sorry. And if it says on the Bristol City website that Pearson's job is under threat, that something has been said and it would happen, but nothing's appeared on there yet. So
no, Foxy says, how about Chris Hughton for Bristol City? Did poor at Forest, but generally does well wherever he goes.
I'll take Chris Hughton, yeah. I'll take Chris Hughton. I'll take Stephen Gerrard. Bloody hell, I Kate's on top of these predictions. I'll even take Kate to bloody manage Bristol City.
Brad says there, to be fair, QPR threw money at past it players in the late 30s like Ferdinand and that keeper Julio Cesar. Yeah, there is that. Yeah. Is that? I mean, they had who else? Right? They had Richard Dunn.
They had Rio Ferdinand, didn't they?
And Anton. They had Anton as well.
Anton Ferdinand, yeah.
Kieran Dyer.
Kieran Dyer. What was the striker they had there?
Jibril Cisse.
Yes, Jibril Cisse, yeah, because he was I think he wasn't coming towards the end of his career. If you remember correctly, I think did he buy him off of Liverpool or Sunderland? I can remember Cisse playing for Sunderland.
Yeah, I think it were back end of his career though. I think.
Oh, it was.
Cisse, I think he were only like one move away from going foreign football afterwards. Let me have a look. Jibril Cisse. See where he went. What year we were there? Oi, no. I'll tell you that he's still knocking about. He's still playing football.
Is he?
Yeah, well, every other club he's played for after QPR has been dog shit. That, but um,
How
he
old's
played for
he now?
QPR in 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
Made 26 appearances and 9 goals. Then he went on loan to Al Gharafa,
Right.
somewhere in Qatar.
Or,
Made 9 appearances, scored 1. Then signed for Cuban Krasnodar in the Russian Premier League. Then moved on to Bastia in the French League 2. 23 appearances, 2 goals. Then some crappy team in France, not even in League 2, Saint Pierre. And then a Swiss team, Yverden Sport. Then AC Vincenza, 1902. Apparently, I think they're folded now. And then he's playing for Panathinaikos Chicago, which is a Greek-American soccer club based in Chicago, Illinois. So it's but he hasn't even made an appearance for him yet.
no. Well, he's got to be about 4.
But now he's definitely got to be knocking on. Let's have a look. He's born in 80, 41.
41.
41.
Yeah. Hey, fair play, sir.
Like Foxy says there, we were at Lazio before QPR.
Yeah.
Brad says he suffered a double leg break that knackered Cisse up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just make sure it's not Bruce. No idea how he's linked to Norwich. Scary. Oh, apparently he were born there. He was born to do that job. That said, anyway, we are coming up to nearly an hour and we're only on the 3rd prediction. That's because Kate had me reading out all my Christmas presents. That said, though, going from teams who are, as you say, in a bit of a bad form, Bristol City, a team that have turned it around, started turning it around, Huddersfield take on Luton Town. Another big game in the Championship on Sunday. It's Huddersfield, obviously. I think did they win tonight? Yeah, they did.
Huddersfield, yeah, they won tonight 2-0. And you know what? They're no longer bottom. It goes Wigan, Blackpool, and then Huddersfield in 22nd.
Well, Huddersfield could drop one, yeah, if Blackpool get an equaliser against Sheffield United.
They could do, yeah.
Hopefully. But nothing on Huddersfield. I just want Sheffield United to drop points. I mean, there's a nice, healthy balance between us and third. There's 11 points difference. But
yes, there is, yeah. Yeah, sure. What was it? You're on joint 50, aren't you?
Yeah, so if Sheffield United win tonight, we'll be on joint 50. But obviously, we've still got a game in hand, which we'll play tomorrow.
Yeah. Who's
so,
you got? Oh no, you're gonna. Yeah.
We got Stoke tomorrow. But yeah, Huddersfield. I mean, 2 wins on the bounce. Is this where it's time to turn the screw for them?
Do you know what? It certainly looks that way because you think of it, that the team that's above them is Hull. Huddersfield's obviously on 25, Hull's on 27. But look at this, what we said about Hull in the last couple of streams, Dan, and the problems they've got there. So if Hull does beat Luton, obviously.
You mean Huddersfield?
Sorry, if Huddersfield does beat Luton, I mean that puts them on 28 points. And if they get 28 points, that's the same points as Cardiff City, and therefore I hate to say it as well, Bristol City. So this is how it's looking. I mean, the games tonight. I mean, the last time I looked, Norwich City were 5th. They've gone down 5 places, down to 10th now because of tonight's games. So, do you know what I'm saying? So it's all to play for. Is all from 6th down to 14th, I think it is. So yeah, 14th, 15th, 16th. Yeah, you can go down to 17th if you wanted to. I mean,
Mm.
it's 28th. Is what's that? That's 30 points. Stokes at 17th on 30 points, and Middlesbrough. Congratulations to their win. They've now gone into the playoffs. They're sixth, so that's 6 points separating them. So you could go anywhere up to fourth. But Sunderland is now fourth
Yeah.
on 37, and then to between there's only 7 points between 17th and fourth. 7 points. That's how close this division is.
It's absolutely
So,
mad. It is absolutely
yeah,
mad. Who would you
yeah.
pick? Sorry, to win this one.
I'll have to favor I'll have to favor Luton on this one, Dan.
Luton.
Yeah, I'll have to favor Luton. Yeah.
By the way, I don't think I said, but I went for Coventry in the last one. Sorry, Anthony.
Oh, did you?
Mm.
Bastard.
I'm sorry. Well, Anthony has gone for Luton.
Yeah.
I have cocked up here. But I've corrected it. Luke says there, Sean Dash is now least favourite for the Norwich job. Kate's gone with a Luton win. Amy says Luton won tonight at QPR. That's a good result for them. Ducky says Luton win. Hemi's gone Huddersfield 2-0.
I like it when people you get that one change. It's because obviously he's gonna. Hemi's obviously doing for the underdog there, and sometimes you have got to favour the underdog. Sometimes.
You do. Nathan says Luton 2-1. Kate says QPR a shark recently. Well, you say that. They won the last two. No, they didn't. They won and drawn the last two.
Yes.
And then lost, obviously, to Luton tonight. Brad says, I think I predicted Huddersfield to struggle in our pre-season predictions, Dan. Seems like they found a fix. Is it a fix? Or is the manager a cowboy builder who's just done some patchwork and he eventually will come unstuck again? Time will tell. Time will tell. Luke says Huddersfield 0, Luton 2. Can't stand Huddersfield now. Thought you'd say that. It's not Huddersfield you shouldn't stand. If anything, you should be still trying to pick your jaw off the end of John Moss's cock because he was flaming absolutely flaming gave you everything in that playoff final. Sorry, Luke, but the truth hurts. We've already established this today. The truth hurts.
Yes.
We all know Huddersfield should have been promoted, but it is what it is. Football corruption at its best. Brad says, having said that, Luton 3-1. Foxy says Luton 1-0 at half time. Huddersfield come back to win 2-1 second half. Remember that. You know what he's like with his predictions. Remember that one.
Yeah.
In fact, Foxy, West Brom game is over. It is over. They beat Preston 2-0. So you have won your bet, sir. You have won it. Henry says, I'm disgusted it's 10 p.m. and there is sod all on TV. Zilch, nada. What on earth has happened to the state TV viewing? It's after Christmas, isn't it? They put up shart on over Christmas. And then as soon as it's over, it's like, right, let's just stick any old crap on. Henry's gone for a 1-1 draw, though. That said, Claret 1's gone 2-0 Luton. Carl's gone 2-1 Luton. Henry says, too funny. Appreciate it. Kate says, still no lazy arm, Anthony?
Yeah, it's feeling a bit that it's I'm going to be saying that. I haven't got me thing to hold it.
Luke said, wow. There's no comeback there. Just wow. Must have
Wow.
got to him with that one. As Brad says there, warning, this prediction show is rated 18 and not for the easily offended. Henry says, can Huddersfield get out of the bottom three? Well, at the moment, they're only 2 points off. They're only 2 points off. A win over Luton and Rotherham and Hull lose their respective games.
Yeah.
Or draw. There's a very good chance.
I think what you just said there, Dan, I think it'd be Blackpool and Huddersfield creeping out of the bottom three, and the two teams that's above them, Rotherham and Hull. Sadly for them, that they'll creep down into the relegation zone and go down. That's what I think.
You know what? I'm going to say it now, actually, because I can. I might have been wrong about Huddersfield, and I might have predicted them at the start of the season to win the league. I could be wrong on. However, I did put Hull to be relegated, and every single Hull City fan came at me. We've got millions in the bank. Yeah. We've got this brand new owner, and we are going to spank everyone in this league. And you know what? At the beginning of the season, they were right. They started really, really well. And then it was almost like, oh, look, it's like going on a skiing holiday and putting your skis on, thinking, yay, I can do this, until momentum builds up, build up. You go off that edge and you're thinking, shit, how do I recover from here? Then who's the one going face down in the snow? Hull City, you and your fans, be ashamed of yourself. I'm right, you're wrong. We'll see at the end of the season anyway. At the moment, I'm being proved right. Naz says in the chat as well, hi to everyone. Hi to your fan self, Naz. Hope you are well. Henry, you need some Netflix in your life. Who's just going to be joking? I have Paramount Plus. Luke says, nah, it's the fact of didn't expect hearing something like that coming from your mouth. Look, don't worry about it, Luke. Don't worry. You know it's all a joke. Kit said, you said there's nothing to watch. Netflix has lots of variety. I just watch Netflix and YouTube. I find TV well boring now. Emma says, and dragging Bristol City down with them. Ooh. Foxy says, £278 winnings for EFL bet and a nail-biting £52 win on the Turkish Super League. Deli Ali finished.
That's the same as me. 278. £278 and 25 pence.
Hey!
He must have had the same. Well, he must have had the same as me then, because I knew obviously West Brom was going to win. They weren't coming back. Obviously, Preston weren't coming back from that. So
were they heck?
No.
Were they heck? Emily says they have a YouTube channel.
Has he got to give you and Brad 10% as well?
Well, I mean, if you're going to brag about it.
But yeah.
But no, Foxy, let us know in the chat what teams you put for Anthony. Yeah. He wants to know whether you've done the same bet. I've gone on the fence with this one. I've gone on the fence between Huddersfield and Luton. I just think that Luton are a good side, but it being at the John Smith Stadium, that I think Huddersfield have a chance, especially with the way they're playing at the moment.
Yeah,
cannot rule them out.
Yeah, I think that's what they've done. You know, obviously, I don't think they've sold any players from last season, have they?
No,
they really haven't. They've just really, really struggled this season. And then, but I think they'll finish around about. I think they'll finish around about 20th this season. You know, so that's two places obviously above the relegation they can do as well. So, yeah, I reckon it'd be Rotherham, Hull, and Wigan going down. That'd be my final three.
Sounds not too bad. Brad says no, 20%. Brad says not that we encourage gambling here, Well, not without a percentage. Yes, there is that. There is that. It has finished Sheffield United beating Blackpool 2-1. So they do
It has.
stay up Burnley's arse, level on points at the moment. But Burnley do play Stoke tomorrow with that game in hand over them. So,
Yeah. And your goal difference is slightly better than theirs, isn't it? Is it 4 goals? 4 or 5 goals?
still four better, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think in our last 4 games, we've scored 3 goals in each game.
Yeah.
So, we're doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of teams that you don't like seeing doing well, Millwall at home
Oh,
against Rotherham. They're in 8th.
yeah.
They've drew, obviously, against your team tonight. 36 points, only a point off 4th place Sunderland, to be fair. So it is still, still quite wide open is that playoff hunt at the moment.
Yeah.
Rotherham, however, currently sat in 20th with 27 points. Ever since losing their manager Paul Warne to Derby,
Yeah.
it's gone a little bit sour at Rotherham, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. And that, and you just got to look at the table, and the results have shown that. You know what? I fucking hate Millwall. Fucking wankers. Do you know what?
Foxy's
gonna make
told us
this.
his teams. Foxy's told us his teams. He's got West Brom, Bradford, Peterborough, Sheffield Wednesday, Plymouth, and Barnsley.
Barnsley. Yes. What did I have? I had Middlesbrough to win. Middlesbrough to win, Sunderland to win, West Brom to win, Sheffield United to win, Barnsley to win, and I think I had. Yeah, I did more. I think I had Sheffield. I had Sheffield Wednesday and Plymouth. It may have been, but I had more on mine. So that was why. But you could do less teams, but put more money on. But I seem
Yeah,
to do more team. I seem to yeah, but I seem to do more teams and put less money on.
yeah.
And he does the other way around, less teams with more money.
Why
So
not? Why
yeah.
not? Who are you going for in this one then? Millwall or
So
Rotherham?
I'm do you know what, Dan? Put your fucking drink down. Take your fucking hat off to me, because first time ever, I'm gonna go for a Millwall win.
Wow.
I'm gonna go for a Millwall win. And the reason why being, if Rotherham beats Millwall, Rotherham goes above Bristol City.
Wow.
I can't have it. I can't have it. I know I don't like them. I've never gone for a Millwall win on your stream, Dan. Never.
You
So
haven't.
I'm going for a Millwall win now. But I think that'd be the one and only time.
We'll see. We'll
Touch wood.
see. I've even put a shocked face next to your initial.
Oh, I'm glad you did, mate. Fucking wankers. I hate them.
You're not alone though. I've gone for Millwall as well, and so has Kate. Kate's gone for Millwall. Ducky says Millwall win. Brad says Millwall are the definition of 8th place. They always seem to finish 8th. Gone for a board draw, 0-0. Henry says, I favour a Millwall win, 2-0. Rotherham needs Santa. Nathan says Millwall to win 1-0. Luke says Millwall 1-0 as well. Henry says if they can find him. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. And Claret One says Millwall win. Claret One also went for Bristol City to win as well. So, just take that in your stride.
Oh, I'll take that and destroy. But listen, went for a Bristol City win. That'd do me.
Moving swiftly on then. Birmingham against Borough at St Andrews. Now we are on to the Monday games now. 3:00 kickoff. Birmingham sat in 15th on 32 points. Middlesbrough, who tonight won again They've won 2, lost 1. Don't know who that were to. Sure, it were 3-1 loss at Turf Moor, but hey ho. And then 2 wins on the bounce after that. Birmingham's form won and lost in their last 2. They're inconsistent, but John Eustace has got them playing some good football. I mean, even at the Turf, you know, the day after Boxing Day, I thought they were pretty resilient. They stopped us doing what we wanted to do until we got that first goal and they needed to come out a bit. But then, yet again, it was a bit difficult. Anyway, we scored after 48 seconds. It was really difficult for them at that point. But
yeah, that's right. Yeah, but no, it was because I was watching the highlights of that game, and well, I was watching the highlights of it as well, and I had a certain individual that was messaging me through that game when it was being played, and obviously that was when Burnley scored a couple of flukes. But you know,
yeah, yourself.
but yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, even despite the scoreline, if you just ignore that scoreline, but Birmingham they did play some good, exciting football in that game, didn't they? It was just that final third, the chances they just couldn't put the chances away.
They couldn't
From
get
what
Deeney
I've seen.
involved in the game at all.
No, they couldn't. No, so
Tahith Chong shouldn't have even been. Tahith Chong was just trying to. He was more of a boxer in that game than a footballer. Hannibal.
Yeah.
His name was by his nature. Should have seen red. But Borough, what a job Michael Carrick's doing.
Well, yeah, you can't fault them. But the trouble is, though, I've always said Birmingham are one of those teams that when they turn up, and it's unexpected when they do. You know, and they can hurt you. Some you know, they really can hurt you. So I think with this one, do you know what? I'm gonna go on the fence with this one.
What interesting shout.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the fence with this one.
Interesting shout. You guys in the chat, Carl's with you. He's gone for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Brad says never been able to stand Birmingham. Rougher than Katie Price after a night out. 5-0 Borough, please. Clearly not a good liking for Birmingham. Luke, again, is with you 1-1. Ducky's gone for a Borough win. Henry said this could be a potential banana skin. Really could. Carrick is doing a good job at Borough. 2-1. Claret 1's gone 2-1 Birmingham. Henry's gone 2-1 Birmingham. Troy Deeney and Joby Bellingham.
Yeah.
Henry says. And Foxy says Birmingham are pretty difficult to beat at St Andrews. Lost 1 of their last 8 at home. Could be anything, but I'll go 1-1.
Yeah, he's telling the truth there as well. This is why I say they do show up when you don't expect them to, and they can hurt. They can hurt you.
That's got to be up there with comment of the night by Brad. Michael Carrick, the only successful thing Manchester United have produced this season. Well said. Well said. I'm guessing Kate might have dozed off because she's not put her prediction in the chat. It's not come through as of yet. But me and Kate both went for a Borough win. Me and Kate both gone for Borough wins. Because as much as, like you said, Foxy, losing 1 of the last 8 at home, stats like that are there to be broken. But, you know, that's why we do these shows. Pardon me. That's why we do them. So we can, you know, chin wagon, things like that.
Yeah.
But moving on to a team who recently sacked their manager. This, at one point, would sound like a very interesting game. And where they are in the table, you'd probably say should be an interesting game.
Yeah.
However, Norwich sacked Dean Smith while they were were they sat in 4th at the time?
5th, yeah, they were 5th.
Yeah. But I don't know. Is it going to be a case of they'll find a new lease of life without him? And what do you think of Watford under Slaven Bilic?
Uh, I just think Watford understands he's got that team sorted, hasn't he? They're pretty much up there. You know, obviously where they are, Watford compared to where Norwich are. I mean,
Mm,
not it's like what I said. Norwich were fifth; they're down to 10th now because of
yeah,
their because all the results gone through today. So but you just got to look at it. I mean, I said in the earlier in the stream from 17th to basically to where was it, fifth or fourth position. So you know, is 7 points difference. Uh, Trouble is though, I know they've got rid of their manager. The number two steps in. He got different rules, different scenarios, different position, different way, philosophy, everything. Is always different when a manager gets sacked and your number
I
two
would say
steps
though the
in.
manager went. Craig Shakespeare is number 2 left, and also one of the coaches went as well. So I'm not entirely
Oh,
sure who's going to step up to the plate for it either.
he's going to have to be Norwich City reserve manager.
Daly is going to give herself a game.
Yeah, yeah.
She's going
Where
to
are
cook up a
you?
storm. Hey!
Hey, where are you? Yeah. I think. Looking at that, I think you. Do I go on the fence or do I go for a Watford win? Sod it. I'll go for a Watford win on this one. Is because I don't know who the manager is. That's going to be managing this game for Norwich. So that's the reason why I'm going for Watford. So I'll go for a Watford win.
I'm going to have a look now, see who's.
And I think it'll have to be the reserve manager or something like that. I'll have to
Yeah,
step
probably
up.
like the under 21s.
Yeah, or something like that.
Norwich Park Company with Dean Smith. The club's remaining coaching staff, led by Steve Weaver and Alan Russell, will take charge of first team training and their upcoming fixtures on an interim basis. So until they name a manager, like I say, it's just people within the club that are going to
Yeah.
step up.
Well, I hate to say this, but I can't see Norwich City was one of my teams that I picked to get automatic promotion this season, and I don't think it's going to happen. To be honest with you,
No,
can't see him finishing in the top two. I think they'd be lucky to get sixth place in the playoffs.
at the moment, yeah, unless they
In a
can
minute,
find a
yeah,
gaffer that's going to change it round drastically for them. But
yeah.
I think sacking Dean Smith could have come at a good time for Norwich. Halfway through the season, they've still got time to turn it around a little
Mm.
bit.
Yeah.
Kate's gone with you. Kate is with you. She's gone for a Watford win as well. I've gone on the fence. I'm sat next to the dead tramp again. Sorry, I mean Chris. He's
Oh,
uh,
oh, is he in the chat?
no, not yet. I think he might
Yeah,
still be live, but
yeah, I think he might be still. He had one at 9 o'clock, didn't he?
yeah, but no, he's yeah. I've gone on the fence with this one. I think
Yeah.
it depends what sort of Norwich turn up. Is this going to be the Norwich that finally
But
puts in a performance and
yeah,
shows why they've still got that team that deserves to be playing back in the Premier League? Because at the moment we're not seeing it. So
no,
a
no,
draw is probably going to be a fair result against a team of
yeah,
similar
and I don't
caliber
know
in
there
Watford.
was they haven't sold one of their players since they got relegated, so it does make you think, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Joseph says here for the previous game, he's gone for a 2-0 Middlesbrough win, being a Sunderland fan.
Yeah.
Still backing a team from the northeast, or just outside of the northeast, however you want to class Middlesbrough. Then he says that's why I call them manure. Then he says 2-2 for this one. 2-2 does Joseph. Nathan says Watford just 1-0. Henry's gone for 3-0. Brad says it's the battle of the two managers, El Sacchio clubs 3-3. Foxy says, what happened to Watford versus Millwall? Were they that bad? These are two teams I wouldn't bet on right now. 1-1. Luke says, just shows how football is going nowadays, especially because they've been so up and down. Weber expects to be top of the league. Well, a lot of people doing that. Brad says there, Delilah along the wing, cooking up some crosses for their Turkish striker to gobble up. Delia serving the half-time oranges. Luke says Norwich 1, Watford 1, Ducky's gone 1-1, Claret 1's gone for a draw as well. Redstone's in the chat. Hope you are well as well, mate. Henry says Ishmael Sarr 2-1. Ishmael Sarr 2, Cabasele on the score sheet. Carl's gone 2-1 Watford, and Redstone's gone 2-1 Watford as well. I'm just here for betting tips, Brad says. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, mate.
Yeah.
Since we are just 5 predictions away from wrapping this up, please, if you haven't already, and I would love your support, please do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, hit that notification bell when you can be notified when we're next live, which, funnily enough, is tomorrow, when we will be bringing you a live watch-along of the game away at Stoke. So please do join us for that. Fuck off, Anthony. I'm doing a mark now. Oh, just fuck off, Anthony.
Fuck off, Anthony.
Next up then, funnily enough, Stoke versus Preston. Stoke currently sat in 17th on 30 points. Preston in 14th with 34, losing their last 3 games on the bounce. Stoke have a draw, win, and draw in their last 3. Do you see them getting anything at home to Preston? 3 o'clock kickoff Monday at the Bet365. Do you see them performing there? Like I say, Preston at the moment are in free fall.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Oh, can I see it? Do you know what? I think I can. Trouble is though, when I see with score predictions, obviously you want to get most of them right as you can. It's a bit like having your bets as well. You know, you pick a few winners, you go on the fence for a draw, and to be honest with you, Dan, you've got to put at least 1 or 2 underdogs in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the underdogs that really that obviously plays well every now and then. So I mean, you look at this, and Stoke is obviously your underdogs. And I'm going to go for an underdog in this one. I'm going to go for a Stoke win. I think they can do it at home.
Ooh, Stoke
I'm
win.
going to push it out there, and I'm going to go for a Stoke win.
Interesting. Stoke to win. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Where are we? It was Brad. He said, "Pots and pans 0, Preston Superman 0. I'm bored. Can you tell? Sorry if we're boring you, Brad. Sorry." I'm joking. Joseph said, "Have you done the Blackpool versus Sunderland game prediction? What did you say for it?" We did. It was the second game on the list, and myself, my other half, and Anthony all backed Sunderland to do the biz against Blackpool. So, we've all backed the Mackhams to do the biz there. You might turn up in a kit looking like rock, but you'll leave with 3 points. That's the main thing. Ducky's gone for a Stoke win. Nath says Preston 2-0. Henry says, "Is it Gary Cahill that signed a new deal for Stoke?" Am I right? You might be. I think it's Phil Jagielka.
Oh, Jagielka, yeah.
I think it's Phil Jagielka. Luke says Stoke 1, Preston 2. Joseph's gone Stoke 1-0. Claret 1's gone a Stoke win. 1-1 draw, Henry says. Foxy says Stoke scored at least 2 goals in 5 of their last 6 games. Think they'll nick it 2-1. Anthony's not on his own, though. He's not on his own because I am with him with a Stoke win over Preston. Although this is the sort of game Preston probably show up in, Kate's gone on the fence with this one.
Yeah,
Kate's gone on the
it's one of
fence with it.
those. Yeah, it's one of those games that could be a bit wrong.
Yeah, he
It's like
did
what you
Red
said. But I mean, Preston. To be honest with you, they're on what 33 points, 34 points, and Stoke is on 28. So if Stoke do beat them, I mean, they're only behind them on something. Well, it'd be 3 points, literally celebrate between the two teams. So I mean, I favour Stoke obviously because them being at home, look, and
Yeah.
Preston. I can remember they haven't really done that great this season, Preston, because Preston's normally up there. Preston's without a shadow of doubt, they're normally up, and they're either in the playoffs, or if they're not in the playoffs, they're always in the top 8. You know, it's coming towards the end of the season. And unfortunately, they're not there. They've been dipping off like Preston with 14, but as I said, they're only 2 points away from out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they are gonna want it. They are gonna want that. So if they win, then they go on the same points as Sunderland and Watford, and they're back up into the playoffs. But I think Stoke might do something in this game.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Gary Cahill did retire. Brad said he thought Jags was back at Sheffield United. No, Phil Jagielka is definitely at Stoke. But I think he may have signed a new deal if that's what's happening. I know there was talk about it, but whether it happens or it has. Yeah, Redstone says there, Jagielka signed a new deal with Stoke. Nate's in. Hope you're well, Nate. Hope all is well, my friend. Hope you are good and had a great, well, as they say in America, is it happy holidays? Is it happy holidays? Yeah. So I hope you had a great holiday season. And he says, oops, brain's fried. I'm tired, but I'm staying till the end. What a trooper. What a trooper. Yeah. Speaking of staying till the end, if I was in Swansea, which I wanted to do this game because I've not actually been to Swansea Stadium. I really wanted to do it, but funds, how I'm feeling, shit going on with my dad. I've just not had time for going to a game's probably been the last thing on my mind because knowing me, I'll go there and something will happen and I'll have to leave. And it's, absolute just. Yeah, Swansea Burnley. The last game between the two, Swansea had a good 6 minutes. Full time, Burnley beat them 4-0. That said, Burnley are top of the league. If they beat Stoke tomorrow night, they are 3 points clear of Sheffield United. And obviously, Swansea are in 16th. They started the season really, really well. However, Russell Martin's side have lost. I think, did they play tonight? I think they did. They? Oh, no, they play tomorrow against Watford.
Play tomorrow against Watford, yeah. And he's gonna be
loss.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Swansea, to be honest with you. I mean Watford tomorrow. I mean you've got the top teams there. You've got a team that's already in 5th position, you know, Watford, and then they're home to you, which obviously you're top. So I mean, if Watford wins, if Watford wins wins tomorrow, they beat Swansea tomorrow. Swansea then are on. Watford are on 40 points, and they're 10 points behind you and Sheffield United. But obviously, you've got a game as well, depending on how you get on. But you know, you've already played, haven't you? You're not playing tomorrow, are you?
Yeah, we've got Stoke tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, 10 points. Obviously, what's that? 3 wins and a draw. And the way this league is looking, it feels like it could be bloody anyone's at the minute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, but
the playoff is wide open.
Yeah, the playoff is wide open. Yeah. So, I'm going to go. Do I go for a Burnley win or do I go 7-0 Swansea? Um, sorry, I was doing a Chris. No, I'm gonna go for a Burnley win on this one, Dan.
Let's give it the kiss of death.
Yeah.
Well, if I kiss out at minute, it's definitely going to be like death because flaming with tonsillitis, Evans. It's not just the thing is with tonsillitis though. You've got that sort of ill breath with it as well, so it's proper like you don't want
Yeah.
to be like brushing your
No.
teeth. Don't do shit.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it is. Do you know what? When I get tonsillitis, I get tonsillitis. This is true. I get it once every 10 years. And when
yeah.
I get it, yeah. So I don't know why. It's you. I get it once every 10 years, but when I get it, boy, am I ill.
Mm.
That I can't. I find it hard to, even though you can't eat food, but just trying to sip a glass of water is
Oh yeah.
virtually impossible.
Like I
You know,
brought phone to my mum the other day, and she's like, "Are you all right?" She said, "You look like you're struggling to breathe." I said, "I am," and then I swallowed, and I sort of she started laughing. I said, "What are you laughing at?" She said, "Because there's that much pain in your throat every time you swallow. You're going that sort of
yeah,
like this," and I said,
yeah,
"That's because it's so difficult to swallow."
yeah,
So obviously, that's when I thought, "Enough's enough. I can't deal with this pain anymore." So they give me these antibiotics, and they are working. I've
yeah,
just got to keep. I think I've got to take. Yeah, I've got to take 2 tablets 4 times a day.
yeah.
And fingers crossed, it'll shift by the course has ended. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know when I wake up every morning, it's like, "Hi, I'm back." I'm like, "Oh,"
But yeah,
but I'm with you. Kate's with you. A full house for Burnley. I think at the moment, the way we've gone this season is just way above expected. And I'm fed up of fans saying, "Oh, well, you've got the money. You've got the money. You've had parachute payments." That's to you. We've not even spent any of the parachute payments. Not spent any of these parachute payments that people
yeah.
keep going on about. We had to sell to pay off a debt. We have then only spent 20 odd million of the fact that we'd sold 74 million pounds worth of talent.
What, how much was your debt? Was that 50, 60 mil?
Yeah,
Million it was,
yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah,
So we've had that, but then we've had to sell 74 million pounds worth of talent.
yeah,
And during that, you've lost 13 players, 13 huge players,
yeah,
and then you've replaced them with 16 players, and you've only just broke the 20 million mark. These are foreign players that don't understand the championship, never played
yeah.
with each other before, don't understand the English football, how it works, the roughness and toughness of the championship. And yet everything has just come together. And because it's come together and it's fit like a glove, everyone's like, "Oh, look at Burnley going, No, we're not even whinging about it. It's opposite fans just kicking off a stink at everything. Like
I think
Birmingham fans, other than that, Burnley weren't even that good. They were shit. No, we weren't shit. You can't say we were shit when we beat you 3-0. How can you say a team's shit when they beat you 3-0? How about the fact that we didn't even have to get into second gear because you were that shit?
there you go.
Sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture, and that's what
Yeah.
infuriates me about it.
It infuriates me, but I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this on the stream or not. Well, I could because it's not. But trouble is though is the fans that I feel that it needs to be educated, and I'm not. And don't take this the wrong way. I think today is sort of like the younger generation, and I got people that's younger than me telling me what my club's like. And it's like, well, hang on, I was supporting a club when you weren't even around me.
Oh, at
Go,
Burnley, it's completely different.
oh,
Completely
is it?
different. It's every old codger and his dog. That if you were to whinge at
Yeah.
anything, never mind whinging at this. Were you there during the Orient game? I was. Couldn't give a fuck about the Orient game. Yeah, well, I could because obviously it's a part that cemented our history as a
Mhm.
football club that winning that game and us, staying in the Football League, but you know, it's history now. It's history for a reason. That's
Yeah.
like me. That's like me saying, "Oh, this is a great this is a great flaming." When you go to these like halls and stuff that are looked after by National Trust,
Mm.
and they're all like old tapestries that got knocked down because Henry VIII had something to. That's like going there and reading all history on it, and then going, well, I bet it looked a lot better. It probably looked even better when Henry before Henry dropped the bomb on it.
Yeah.
We were there when Henry VIII said he were going to bomb it. It pisses me off. Pisses me off. Anyway, I will not rant. I will not rant. Well, I was going to say I will finish my rant.
Yeah.
And see what you guys are saying in the chat. Brad says Swansea 0, Burnley 3. VK bringing home the 3 points. Yes, finishing the year as we started it. Redstone's gone for 3-1. Nathan's gone. Clarets to score another 3. Get in. Ducky says, sure, the journey will be worth it. Going Burnley 3-1. Henry's gone 4-1. Luke's gone for a 2-0 Burnley win. The Hug Out Football channel is in.
Hey, Doug.
Footleg Boat is in the building. Good evening, sir.
I tell you what, that's who we need is Footleg Boat for Bristol City to get us some fucking goals. Get that contract out, Footleg Boat.
Hope you're well, Doug. Hope you are well. And you and Rebecca hopefully had a fabulous Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Henry saying hi to Doug. Claret 1 says 2-0 Burnley. Foxy says Swansea will draw versus Burnley. Back-to-back away games within a couple of days isn't easy. It isn't. But the way we are this season, I don't know. We shall see. Not a bad shout, though, Foxy. Not a bad shout. Brad says, evening, Doug. Bet you're looking forward to ending 2022 with the easiest 3 points this season. And then says, obviously, always close encounters between Leicester and Liverpool. He says, I know, long time no speak. Hope you're out, mate, but I can't see it. Henry says, Nunes needs to catch Haaland, sharpish to Mars. He's in. Swansea 0, Burnley 7. Here he is.
I already done that with, what was it? Yeah,
with this one. With this one, you said, do I go for a Burnley win or Swansea 7-0? You missed it, Chris. I called you. I said you, as we always say when you go for a draw, we've nicknamed it the Forrian Fence. And we were talking about the first game, Blackburn against Cardiff. And Anthony said, you'll never back Blackburn, will you? Even the closest you get is sitting on the fence, and you'd still sit on it with bird shit, wouldn't you? I said, I'd still sit on it if there was a dead tramp led at the side, like impaled led at the side of me. I said, sorry, not dead tramp, I mean Chris. But it was an in-jest joke, and that's why I'm explaining it to you in case you do watch it back. I know you probably won't, but now that I've told you, hey ho. Hope everyone is well, though. Brad, leave Burnley alone.
You sat on the screen, go, don't you worry, Dan. I fucking won't watch it back then. Give me a thumbs up, Chris, if I'm right. Go on, just in the chat.
Top 10. Brad says, leave Burnley alone. They've only just got the funds to put the kettle on. Whee! Have I missed the United and City predictions? I can't wait till next season when Leicester get fucking relegated. It should be fun. See, Brad's even calling Chris Steve Larnex. And then he says, everyone is younger than you, Anthony.
No. Terrible.
John Ruddy, best keeper in the league, people. Ha! Birmingham's manager said we were the best to play. We were the best to play them this season. Yeah, definitely. Oh, she's awake. Burnley win. She's awake.
Burnley win.
Andy Carroll to Bristol City for scoring, Luke says.
Do you know what? I'll take him. Getting those balls crossed into the box, and get his head onto the end of it. Yeah, I'll take it. Anything's a goal at Bristol City at the minute. And I think
we're doing a Premier League show. Watch it back. Don't need to. This channel will be having Premier League shit back next season. Believe you me, I'd sooner rather watch Strictly. I know what you watch, and it's strictly forbidden for the eyes of under 18-year-olds. Foxy says, we've had a very comfortable Premier League win the other day versus a poor team. Not a bad result. And Luke says, Leicester only have funds to pay a tea lady. Oh, farting talk in the chat. Love it. Love it. But yeah, full house for the Clarets. The last 3 games to predict then. West Brom against Reading. West Brom up to 9th after that 2-0 win today against Preston.
Yeah.
35 points, literally a point off 4th place now. They were rock bottom of the league only a few weeks back. What Carlos Corberan has done at West Brom is phenomenal. He's managed to turn it round and bring them within touching distance of the playoffs. Reading, however, they are in 12th. Again, level on points. Goal difference is a hell of a lot shitter. But they're a bit inconsistent, Reading.
They are.
West Brom at home, you'd have to favour, wouldn't you?
You would have to favour West Brom at home, yeah. I mean, look at the game. Reading. Who did they have? And they won 2-1. I can't remember who they last played, Reading.
Reading,
And it was shocked because I went the other way.
they beat Swansea 2-1, didn't they?
Yes, that was it. Because I thought Swansea was actually going to do something there, but I'm mistaken. But do you know what? I think West Brom's. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for a West Brom win on this one. I don't think there's going to be loads of goals in this game. I think it's just going to be 2-0, 2-1 with. I think Reading's going to be more defending than attacking in this game. I feel so. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go for a West Brom win.
Why not? Why not? Again, another result where we've all gone for the same team. Nathan says here, West Brom 2-0. Luke says, by Premier League, you're replacing Southampton, just so you know. We'll see. As I say, Kate's there as well, confirming that we've all gone for West Brom. Redstone says, Leicester only have enough money to pay players like Mark, Kevin, or Brighton. Kevin! Foxy says, Madison was in the crowd with no Leicester tracksuit on. He's desperate to join the tune. Brad says West Brom 4-2. Redstone's gone 1-1. I think it'll be close with possession, but just going West Brom's way. West Brom 2-1. Ducky's gone for a West Brom win. Brad says Newcastle fans are desperate for it to happen. He says pass next game. No confidence in Reading away from home. Think West Brom pick up a bit of form now. Yeah, they're doing really, really well. So it's a full house for West Brom. But Foxy is going for 2-0 to the Baggies. Jackson, hope you're well, Jack. He says, sorry for the late reply. No, don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it, fella. Sorry for a late reply. I'm going for a Swansea 0, Burnley 3. Another 3-0 win. That'd be good. Come on, you Marty Clarets, indeed. Up next, then. 2 teams doing absolutely dog shit, as Doug would say it. Hull in 21st with 27 points. Wigan rock bottom of the division with 24. A goal difference. Both teams have shitty goal differences. Hull have minus 14. Wigan have minus 17. So if you are expecting goals in this game,
you're going to get it.
You're a fucking lunatic. You're a lunatic. It's going to be like, we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose. Both teams will just go all. Yet again, these are the ones you sound out as a 0-0 and both teams cancel each other out because they can't score for shit. But they could be so expansive and open that it's like 4-4, 4-3, something stupid like that.
Yes, that's what I reckon it'd be like. I reckon it'd be it's going to be by one goal. It's either going to be a 3-2 or a 4-3. That's where if you're a betting man and you do goals galore for how many teams score, this would be your game. Put this game down in goals galore on your bets if you're a betting man. Over 2.5 goals. Definitely. Because I am. You know what? It's this was a hard one to choose, and it is. Uh, you know what? I said Hull was going to go down, and this I think despite what's happened tonight, 'cause I think obviously Wigan they played tonight, didn't they? And they've lost. Um, I'm going to go for a Wigan win here because I fancy them. They're home.
Ooh.
I got to be honest with you, Dan. You I don't know what you've put in your little trusty notepad or book or whatever it is you want to call it, but just remember if
Just
you've
the
gone for a
scores. Just the scores.
if you've gone for a whole win, just remember what whole City fans were saying about to you, and you turned them around, and you're proving them right so far. So Dan's going to go for a Wigan win. Kate, she's she's.
I have backed Hull to win.
I knew you would.
No,
Yeah,
I
and
just
what
think
you,
I just think Wigan are they're awful, awful. Normally, teams
yeah,
that come up and win the league do pretty well, but out of all the
yeah,
teams that got promoted, they have done shite,
I know.
absolutely shite. And they were
Yeah,
hoping that Will Keane could make that jump. Will Keane is starting to prove that he's like the old Mitrovic to the Premier League. League One,
yeah.
bang, bags goals for fun. Championship, the odd one here and there, stutters. Goal
It's
scoring record
different.
stutters.
Yeah,
So I have backed Hull. I won't lie. People in the chat, Redstone says here 3-1 Hull. Nath says shitty 0-0. Henry says dull, boring draw. Redstone says I'm a lunatic. Top 10 battle says two irrelevant. Top 10. Why am I saying that? Brad says two irrelevant championship teams. I'm predicting game abandoned due to being too awful to watch. 0-0. Foxy says I'm expecting a Stupinen to give Hull an away win. Claret One says, who cares?
yeah,
Good point. Foxy said the same thing. Both teams to score over 2.5 goals.
yes. But see me and
Definitely.
see, look, you know.
True Red says Wigan 0, Hull 0. Ducky's gone for 0-0 as well. Jack's gone for 1-1. And Henry says, can't wait for Liverpool Burnley guesting down here. Well, next season. Next season is round the corner, hopefully soon. Nate's gone for a 3-3 classic.
It could be.
3-3 classic.
You know what, Dan? I think you should. I don't know. The trouble is, though, you've put Hull down for the trusty win in your little notebook, and what you've slated them on.
Yeah, I still think Hull have a chance of getting
Yeah.
relegated. I just think
No,
that
I do.
again,
I
if
do.
this was if they were up against anybody but Wigan, I'd have backed against them. But for me, I just think Wigan have been poor. I don't know where Colo Toure is going to find find a formula to get them performing. It's just going to be a tough one. Although, a lot of people in the chat are going for a Wigan win. Even Kate's gone for a Wigan win with you.
Yeah.
Luke says there, Mitro is proving everyone wrong at the moment, scoring goals for fun at Fulham. Yeah, he is now. That's why I said the Mitro of old. Brad says, Anthony, keep your 10%. Message me 5 EFL teams to win, pal. Redstone says 8-8. It's Hull and Wigan. We could have a rugby score. Hull KR against Wigan Warriors. Don't think we'll find any Warriors in this game anyway. Mr. Steve Bruce can manage both teams.
Yeah.
He has managed both teams, actually.
He has managed both teams.
He actually has managed both teams.
Yeah, he's managed Huddersfield
Which is
as
why
well,
they're
hasn't
both
he?
shit.
And Huddersfield he's managed.
Has he? I don't remember him managing Huddersfield.
Yeah, he managed Huddersfield. He managed Wigan, Hull, Huddersfield, Crystal Palace, Sheffield United. What else? West Brom, Aston Villa, bloody Hull City. The list is never Newcastle United.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, we're only at Huddersfield for a season, weren't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, before going to Wigan. Didn't
that's
realise he
right.
were at
Yeah,
Huddersfield.
yeah. Do you know what? He's had so many fucking jobs, that bloke, at different teams. Is unreal. I bet he's I bet he's the
In
English
fact,
manager. That's
he's had two stints at Wigan.
we're good. Yeah,
He had a stint in 2001. Then he went to Palace.
yeah,
Then he went Birmingham for 6 years. Then he
yeah,
went Wigan for another 2 years. Then at Sunderland for 3 years. Then at Hull for 4. Then at
mm,
Villa for 2. Went to Sheffield Wednesday for an holiday. And then went to Newcastle behind Sheffield Wednesday's back. And obviously went to West Brom and from there got the chop. But
yeah. He's better off just. I think he's. What is Steve Bruce now?
big
60?
up yourself
60?
now. Up you well. Oh yeah,
Big
he's
up
knocking
now.
on a bit now. Knocking
60.
on a bit.
I think his best bet is to just knock it on the head now.
Yeah,
I mean,
call it a day.
what teams ain't there now that he hasn't managed? We've pretty much gone through 20 fucking teams.
Well, he's completed the West Brom, Villa, and Birmingham. Completed that the Holy Trinity of the East Midlands.
Yeah,
He's had the Sunderland job and Newcastle job, so he just needs the Borough job. Just needs the Borough job to complete the Holy Trinity there.
that's right.
But yeah, I mean, Foxy says here, Wigan 10 conceded in the last 3. This is just abysmal, absolutely abysmal. Brad says, to be fair, they are both better at rugby than football. He's managed half a championship as Bruce. Redstone says, Steve Bruce and his assistant, a kebab, which went missing. Luke says, that explains why Huddersfield are shite. Foxy says he was our manager, but never managed us at all. Yeah, he's waste of space. Steve Bruce and loyalty are 2 words that should not go together at all of the Midlands teams he's managed. Steve Bruce and his 38 boyhood clubs. Steve Bruce is only loyal to Greg's, Foxy says. And Doug says in there, Villa, Birmingham, Wigan, Hull, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Newcastle, Sunderland, West Brom, Palace. Henry says he's a sharp manager, Bruce. Maybe he could do the Haaland fling and pop up in Scotland to manage Aberdeen. Who knows? But I have gone Hull. And last but not least, before we wrap this up, QPR at home to Sheffield United. I have never wanted QPR to win this game so much in my fucking life. I really hope they do. As we all know, Sheffield United in second place, only on goal difference at the moment. Level on points with us at the top of the league, 50 points. However, Burnley could put themselves 3 points clear with a win over Stoke tomorrow. QPR in 11th with 35 points, only 2 points, off Sunderland in 4th. QPR again, hit and miss. Hit and miss. Are they going to be able to get something against the Sheffield United side that's so dominant this season? It's a struggle to see any team get a result against Sheffield United. I mean, even we didn't.
No. I mean, to be honest with you, is QPR. You know what I said about the manager when he first signed him, and he did well in his first game, and then I think it was a draw and a loss and a win, and then I think they've had back-to-back wins now. QPR lost. Sorry, have they?
No, a win, a loss, and a draw, or a win, draw, and a loss. Yeah, win, draw, and loss.
Win, draw, and a loss.
In the last 3.
And it's like tonight they lost to Luton, didn't they?
Yeah,
3-0, and that says it all for me. That really says it all for me, and I think I'm sorry, but QPR should be beating teams like Luton, as far as I'm concerned. So
If they want to get themselves in the playoffs, they need to be beating teams like Luton.
Exactly. So, and they're up against a tough team, Sheffield United, are second. So I'm going to make it interesting this week, Dan. I'm going to have to go for a Sheffield United win. Fuck you. And but nah, it's I think they're too strong, Sheffield United at the minute. You and Sheffield. I mean, this was one of the teams that was my automatic either to win the league or come second promotion for Sheffield United. I think I had you lot down. I had not. I think I had Norwich. Yeah, I had Norwich to win the league, followed by Sheffield United and Burnley in the playoffs. That was what I predicted in one of
You
it.
did.
But
You had Burnley in a better position than I did. I had us in 8th.
yeah, but
So
yeah, I
had to be
think
proven wrong, though.
no. I know you want QPR, but I don't know if you've actually gone for QPR in this one. I think you may have gone played safe and said, look, either. But then again, going on the fence, I suppose that's not that bad, is it? If you went on the
Well, that's
fence,
exactly
maybe
what I've done. That's
did you?
exactly what I've done. I have gone on the
Yeah,
fence. I just think QPR do turn up against good sides this
yeah,
season. They have given them a game. Whether they'll be able to match the quality of Sheffield United, we shall see. For me, it goes back to a comment Foxy said earlier. You know, Sheffield United have just been to Blackpool, 1-2-1, but then the games are coming so quick. Is it a case of yes, momentum continues, or by the next game are you burnt out a little bit from the last one?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but then yet again, I know I'm saying that for Sheffield United, but I could be saying that for QPR. Although QPR will be wanting to put that result against Luton behind them and put it right,
yeah,
which is why I think there'll be a bit more fire in the bellies of QPR's players to
yeah,
potentially try and get something out of the game. So yeah, I won't lie, I have gone on the fence for it. People in the chat have said Redstone said 2-0 Sheffield United. Henry's going for a QPR win 2-1. Brewster to score for Sheffield United. Jack's gone for 3-0 to Sheffield. Never says grudgingly Sheffield 3-1.
yeah,
Luke's gone 3-0 to the Blades. Claret one says QPR, come on, please. Yes, indeed, come on. Brad says, great stream, lads. Smash the like button all and do subscribe if you're new. No, I appreciate that, Brad. Really, really do
yeah,
appreciate that. If you could, guys, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't subscribed, please, please do. As I say, we will be back doing more content in the new year, and we are live again tomorrow, so do join us. Fox says Sheffield United's form is ridiculous. We'll be foolish not to back them. That's me. That's why I'm bottom of the prediction leagues, because I'm a fool, Foxy. I am a fool. I am a sucker for foolish punishment. However, I hope QPR and Sheffield United draw now, and you can all suck a fat one. But he says there, so I'll go QPR to win 1-0. Hey. Henry says, has Kate gone to La La Land? Yep. Although when I finish this, she's going to wake up next to a Teletubby, so I don't know whether I'm La La, more like Tinky Winky, but
What did she? What did she go for in this game, Dan? Kate.
Kate's for you. She's gone Sheffield United.
And she called Sheffield United.
Yeah, she's gone Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Brad says she's just getting the blankets ready for when Dan finishes the stream. I doubt it. She'll be out of it. But can I have a cuddle? She's like, no, the electric blanket's been on. I'm red hot. You can push off. All right. Cheers, Charlie. Nah, then. Stephen's in. Hope you're well, Stephen. Hope you are well. Fox says QPR also beat Sheffield United away. Realistically, Sheffield United should win, but I'm going for them to do the double. Well, they will have that momentum knowing they've beat them once as well.
Do you know what? Fox is right. I totally forgot that.
Good thinking.
Yes.
Foxy does. Foxy definitely does his research. Nate's gone for Sheffield United 2-0. Luke says Sheffield United too strong for anyone right now. You remember the 5-2? Yes, I do. I do. Painful that was. I did the watch along for it. Painful. Ben's in. Hope you are well, Ben. just battling tonsillitis and a few family matters. But other than that, all is good. Hope you had a good Christmas and hope you are well. Henry says, feel better soon, Dan. Good luck for Bristol, Anthony.
Cheers, Henry.
And Kate says, not La La Land. But good night, Henry. Take care. And thank you for tuning in. Brad has gone for 3-0 Sheffield United over QPR. Kate's not in La La Land, as I say. And Brad said, you leave your Tinky Winky alone, Daniel. Kate says, I'm on a one leg in, one leg out as we speak. Just like you'll have one leg down and one leg in the air when I get up them fucking stairs. I'm only joking. The only reason Kate would have one leg in the air and one leg down is if she goes, "Hey, come and have a look at this."
Yeah,
that's it. No, Jack, I'm not. I'd love to have done Swansea away, but as I said, family matters and tonsillitis and shit. It's just. Plus, Christmas is a bit cost effective. I've got kids to think about and stuff like that as well. But I will be doing a watch along for it. You can keep the pigging blanket wrapped up tonight. Nath says up the clarets and good night. Up the clarets, Nath. Let's hope for the best. And it's fine. It's fine. Just, hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. It's all laughs. If you don't laugh, you wank.
I was, yeah. I get a
just
message
remember,
after street. I get a message after street. Hi, Anthony. You won't guess what I'm doing. Oh no, I don't want to know, Dan.
Well, that is the predictions for the New Year's fixtures. And I just got to say thank you, Anthony. Obviously, I know it's the festive period. It's been a busy time and things like that. So for you to take your time out, I really do appreciate it. And just remember, it is still very, very close on the points. It is. Kate is on top with 59 points. Anthony's in second place with 58. So there's only a point difference between the two. And then I am in third, rock bottom. Third sounds better, but with 53 points.
Do you want to know the truth, Dan? I knew I balls up last week, and I just wanted to give Kate a bit of a chance. So, do you know what I'm saying? And I thought, well, I'll let her go a few points ahead.
That's what I mean. I thought he's done a really nice deed as Anthony. He's made her go top of the league. She'll be in a really good mood. Might get a bit of nookie over Christmas.
Nah. All he gets called is a pig in blanket. That was
a pig in blanket, a thick get, a dummy, a bitch. I've been called all sorts tonight. Jack says he's got tickets. Yeah. Jack says I've got tickets for tomorrow. Swansea and Bournemouth. We've got this. Yeah, we've got Bournemouth in the FA Cup, haven't we, as well on the 7th. Luke says laugh, Dan, otherwise you'll cry. Jack says Anna Sorori runs down the wing for me. I was going to sing that because in my head I was singing it. But Brad says when we said exposed, and I never expected it was like this. Expect nothing less, Brad. He knows it's all a joke at his expense. And she said, don't talk shit. It makes so feel better for it, Kate. Yeah, well, is what it is. Is what it is. Well, Anthony, until next year. Until next year is when we will be doing our next prediction show. Regarding the results for I believe the 14th of Jan, because obviously there's the FA Cup weekend. So that should be interesting. Just like to say as well, sorry if there's not been any match previews. I did at the beginning of December message the teams that were playing over the festive period and said any chance we could either do a preview pre-recorded preview if you're free around that time. And one or two of them said, yeah, not a problem. And then as the festive period hit, just said nothing. Said absolutely nothing. So sorry
Have you
that there's
got
not been any match previews.
no? Have you're
But
doing a watch along tomorrow, aren't you?
I am indeed.
And
Before everybody leaves, because I see the numbers dwindling. As I say, please do join us tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow. We will be live for the watch along at 7:30. 7:30 we will be going live, and we will take you through the game between Stoke and the top of the table. What was that? I'm just seeing you sat on the sofa there, and it looks like half your face is slouched. Did you say I'm having a stroke? What did you say
no,
there? Although I did see you a minute ago, sort of like go to. I don't know whether you were putting your hand in your pocket, not in your meat pocket, but just
I was
be
just
having a
checking if it's
stroke then
still
as
there.
well.
No. Could have been an itch. I don't know.
You can get a cream for that.
Yeah, you got a Stoke fan on there, have you?
No, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. I think I'm just gonna cover it on my Todd tomorrow. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
See how it goes. But please do join us. As I say, please do. Foxy says, great show, guys. Have a good New Year's and stay safe. Yeah, hope everybody in here has a great one. Brad says, see you next Tuesday, Dan.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday, Dan.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that. Am I booked in on Tuesday, or am I just being called something? He says you can come to bed now, Daniel. I'll share my blanket with you. Yay! Whoop whoop! All aboard! Whoop whoop! The next station on this train is Penetration Station.
Oh God!
Calling at the erection section.
I tell you what, if you don't have nothing from now until after New Year, and obviously I am talking about the three-letter word sex, right? So if you had nothing from now till in January, does that mean you haven't? Like, if somebody says to you, "When was the last time you had sex?" You go, "Oh, it was last year, but back in December or November time."
Don't even have to state
Just
December, do you? Just go last year.
that's just last year. Yeah. Did you have it last? Well, last year.
I sod it. I like. Might try me look at 12 o'clock New Year's Eve, and then just as it hits, say Happy
No,
New Year, and say, look,
yeah,
I can multitask.
11:59. You got to do it.
It was that sex were that good. I put into next year.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh, it goes really. It goes off on this channel. No wonder I'm not monetized. And even if I was, I'd probably get flaming taken down. Either way, Kit being nice, a rarity. Luke says, "See, he knows you." I could see that game being more fun than the Leicester one. Yeah, that is going to be an interesting game. Claret One says, cheers, guys, till the next time. Look forward to it. Down bottom of the league, no surprise there. No surprises at all. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Really do appreciate it. As I say, please do show your support. Drop us a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Can't stress that little red one enough. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified. Tomorrow, 7:30, we will be live to do the watch along for the Stoke Burnley game, and you can join us for that. As I said earlier, and I will say it again, rest in peace to the Brazilian legend Pelé, an absolute goat of football. No matter what country you are from, everybody knows Pelé for just the contribution he has given to the world of football. So rest in peace to Pelé there. Hope everybody has an absolutely fantastic new year. Whatever your plans are, please stay safe. Please stay safe. And we will obviously see you guys tomorrow If you don't come in the chat tomorrow, I will see you guys in the new year. Anthony, thanks again for coming on. I didn't ask you at the start, and I feel like an horrible bastard for not doing. But let people know where they can follow you and your stuff and your little top of the Premier League chat show that you've got going on a United channel, just to rub it in.
Oh, just to rub it in, yeah. You can find me on my socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, but it's very rare I go on there. I host a show on Friday nights on a channel called Football United TV. I host a show called Gunners from All Corners, which is Arsenal friendly, Arsenal content. We just get Arsenal fans on there and just talk about Arsenal and just have a laugh as you normally do, because that's what a stream's all about. So that's Fridays at 9 o'clock. I am debating whether to do a show this Friday. If not, it most probably be definitely by next Friday. So it is one of the two.
No, fair play, fair play. People, please do go show Anthony your support. Great guy, always lovely to chat to, and yeah, just have a brilliant new year. Whatever your plans are, just stay safe, because violence and gun crime and naff shit happening every week to innocent people. And New Year, you're going to get some drunken idiot who spoils it. So just stay safe, have fun. That's the main thing. But just enjoy it. And let's hope for a better 2023. Either way, let's remain positive. Until then, see you tomorrow night, 7:30. Be there or be square. From us two, good night.
All right.